works this time. All right, we're back here. All right, so let's see if this works again. All right, so this is the daikon plant that is having some seeds that are here. And as I said, the plant has done a good job at producing seeds, and I've been collecting a lot of seeds. And also, I've cultivated many of the seeds already. And I've eaten I grew a couple of other ones, and I've eaten them already. So yeah, we have this right here, and this is kind of a close, this one is something separate, right there. And then you have these. All right. Mary, I did one earlier, but thank you. All right. And so as I said, this is it, and this is like, although this would be white when it's fresh. Oh, look, you have a little of a spaceship bug right here. Looks like something from space. I'm scared. I'm scared. And hello, Mary Toodles. It's great to see you. Very great to see you. All right. So you have... I didn't know I was listening to music because no ABL tonight. Oh, yeah. All right. So as I said, this is, it's kind of older. It probably, it's like, so it's a little bit of an aged one, but usually these are white when they're fresh. Before, when I was growing it, it was kind of green looking. So, but yeah, just, it's a little bit darker because it's older. And yeah, it's still kind of alive, but it's seen better times. All right. All right, and as I said, we are going here. We're looking at a variety of different vines right here. And we have this right here, a snail. A snail is just hanging out and chilling. The spaceship snail is just enjoying himself right there. And then there's another one right here. Understood. Understood. Thank you, Stranded. All right. Yeah, and then we have a variety of different ones. We have the red ones. We have the red vines, and we have the temperature. I don't know the temperature at the moment. I would have to look. I don't know. It's about, it could be 70 degrees. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, so yeah, we have this. You have this right here. We have a variety of different, coming out here, right there. Right. And over there, kind of like over in that direction, that is where we had the spinach. All right. Yeah, and then as I said, this is where the peppers are going to be, and as I said, right, it's usually hotter. Yeah, it's usually hotter, but we have been having some strange weather all over the place. Yeah, this was covered in snow last time, but now it is not. And as I said, these are the giant ragweeds. The giant ragweeds that are popping up. And then we will, so these giant ragweeds they're good for, a good hedge. They're good for these, as I said, you could pull them off the ground. They make an excellent job at, stakes and stuff like that. All right, we're going to be going to another part. You haven't decided if you're going to the garden this year or not. Okay. All right, so then you have this right here. These other elephant ear plants, as I said, these... Okay, Eugene said, I am looking forward to hot weather because no AC. Yeah. You are not looking forward to it. Scared. All right. So you have the elephant ear plants right here. And they are sprouted right there. They're expanding. They're expanding. Hello, Shelly. It's great to see you. All right. Great to see you. Also, I'm going to show the snake trail. All right, this is the snake trail. And hello, Shelly. It's great to see you. All right, and the reason why Alan was timed out was because I was making there was a troll that was insulting, my looks or something, and I said that they have, the trolls are always hating on my movie star looks, and he's gay, so he likes men, and he was saying that, which I don't mind, and he's welcome here, it doesn't bother me, and he was saying that I am cute but not movie star cute, and you see, I am movie star cute, and I consider that an act of slight trolling, and that is a nice timeout for that. So that was the reason. And this is a stink bug that is getting some nectar. See, so many are jealous of my beautiful looks. Yes, Steve, that is also true. The people that have wrenches are my close friends that I trust at the channel. And it's, as I said, that's why. And I deleted the comment too. I'm not tolerating it. A lot of people, like Damon from Smoke and Scan, he knocks them out of the park when somebody acts stupid. But I'm a little bit nicer than him. But Damon is great. He is great how he deals with them. I am like him, but I didn't completely ban him from the channel, though. That's what I mean. But Damon does it very well. I could learn a lot from Damon. All right, this is it up close. He did? That's awesome, Steve. Yeah. See, Damon needs some people he could trust to mod his channel. Oh, yeah, Temu bug. Yeah. Oh, there's a lurking fly right there. There's a lurking fly. Scared. Oh, you think he did it by accident? Oh, yeah, I know you get stressed by the trolls. I was showing Moki the garden. And everybody else, because she wanted me to go live, and I was going to do a phone live, but maybe we want to look up some stuff on the computer. So that is why we did this. Right. And you have that right there. And yeah, Stranded has my back. Stranded has my back. That right there. He's covered in pollen. He's getting high as a kite. All right. Moving on. This is the dearest of the pots where you could put different plants and stuff in. Yeah, pot. Yeah, this is the dried version of the ragweed plant. See, it's very cool when it's dried up. Yeah, those are some more that are coming out. And here, see, look, these are very good for... Calm down, Eugene, calm down. Scared. All right, so we have this right here. It's good for stakes, putting stakes in the ground, or putting, growing certain plants and things like that. It's very good for that. All right. Okay. This bug is I think it's it flips around. It gets scared. All right. You could have 4. Okay, Eugene, I didn't know that. All right. All right, so this is the other China tree. It's a tree from China, but it came to the Americas back in when there was a colony still, and they spread across the country wild. But it was originally for ornamental purposes, and that's why I kept it here. This was the original one that I saw from quite a long time ago. And I remember they're cutting the grass, and I wanted to keep this plant, and it grew into a giant tree. So that's cool. It's all coming back. Everything's nice and green. And that green is such a beautiful color. It's so peaceful. It's not like blackberries, but they have some sort of, they look like nuts. That's what they look kind of like. That's what their seeds look like. It's not blackberries. You see some of them right here. This is like what they have. This is what comes from these trees. Look kind of like, berries, but it's not really the same thing. It's kind of similar. Yeah. It's not the same type of berries, but it's some sort of berry. And then this is the elderberry tree. And another time, Oh, they look like something that grew in your grandma's backyard. Okay. All right, so you have these right here, and they grow nice elderberries, and it just kind of grows here wild. And then we have this other part. Now we have the sky that's interesting looking here. So y'all can't really see it, but there's kind of cloudy right there. You can see a little better. It's kind of cloudy, but you can't see it the way I could see it. Anyway, so going further in the back, we're nearly done the tour, but I'm gonna do another stream for Moki that wasn't able to see the whole thing. All right. Shout out to neighbors that are chilling in their house, hanging out. All right. I'm gonna show the moon. All right, there's the moon. Scared. Scared. It looks like Sleepy Hollow. It's a Sleepy Hollow moon. Oh, hello, Joyce. It is a great Joyce to see you. All right, this is my garden, my yard, some different plants that I grow. And Moki was here earlier. She requested the stream. And yeah, we're just showing the different plants in my yard. And this is the tree, as I talked about, from China that grows here in the States. Yes, it looks like it from my game. That's true, because we're in the same type of climate. And I'll kind of like go back over here to if Joyce is still hanging out for a moment. This is the turnips that I'm growing. Right here. Right, this is the turnip. Yeah, it's a Timu tree, yeah. Yeah, this is the turnip. Also right here. Joyce, hope that you feel better soon. Prayers for you. All right. I'm glad you came by for a moment. Yeah, this is a turnip. There's also some broccoli that's going to be sprouting out soon. And over here, we have some peppers that are going to be sprouting soon. And this is the daikon plant for seeding. It's for seeds, although I've already eaten the daikon plant. Wow, how long till the turnip matures? Love that. Hello, J Blue. It's going to take a couple of months, probably a month or two, something like that. I don't eat wild mushrooms. Oh. And see, this is the flower of the daikon. It looks like there's a hair on it, but I don't know where that came from. That didn't come from me. Anyway, so yeah, that didn't come from me. That came from probably blue from somewhere else. But yeah, this is the flower of the daikon. And as I said, I've eaten many already, and now I'm using them for seeds. I already collected seeds, but these are just what's left of it as the plant ages away. And there you go. Well, Shelly, I'm glad that you tried some daikon. That's great. All right, so that's the root of it when it's older. It technically would be edible, but I don't know if people would eat it. It would have to be cooked, definitely. But yeah, that's the root of it. Then you have this kind of wild plant right here. Oh, this is looks like a June bug. Scared. Timu June bug. It's kind of like a roach, but it's not. It's a June bug. Scared. You're famous, buddy. All right, and this is the elephant ear plant. Daikon is a Japanese rat. It's a Japanese radish. It's a Japanese radish. Right, so this Japanese radish plant is, so Sarah, that she's in the chat sometimes, but she's on a hiatus right now. She told me, her and her husband told me about the daikon plant, and I grew them, and through the snow and the thick and thin, we watched it get bigger and bigger, and I've eaten a bunch of it. It's a Japanese radish, just put in layman's terms. And the Japanese radish gets, you could cook it, put it in salads, and it's related to the other radishes that we cultivate. June bug look like something from Muppets. This tastes different. Okay, this tastes different than the other radish plants, in my opinion. And also, you could put, kind of a meme. You could put soy sauce, but that's, people scared. Soy sauce, or it could be cooked and simmered. Like, it tastes like Japanese food when you put the right stuff with it. But yeah, anyway, it's different tasting than the other plant. Yeah. And you harvest it before it bolts like this. When it seeds and flowers, it bolts. That's what it tastes like when you could eat it afterwards. Oh, you had it pickled. That's delicious. Pickled tastes good too. I forgot to mention that. You could pickle it. Damon from Smoke and Scan, he likes pickled turnips. That's something I gotta make. So yeah, and this is like the tree, but as I said, usually before it bolts, so when it bolts, it flowers. It flowers when it bolts. Before that, usually you would pick it before then, but it's okay if you pick it after it flowers. It'd just be a little bit more of a stronger taste, but it could also be cooked or whatever. But yeah, it's usually a winter plant, and I grew it last winter. When it snowed here, it survived, and also it's already eaten, so it's not here anymore, but I grew some spinach here. All right, you have that. And also, this was an elephant ear plant. Thank you, Regina. I would have put it in chat, but I can't type. All right. Then you have this. Oh, you just looked it up, all right. And Joyce says, I love spinach on Popeye. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I like to put, olive oil and black pepper and all kinds of stuff on it. So, and then you have the snail just chilling. Oh, you have them here. And that's great. That's great, Joyce. They're very beautiful plants. So this flower right here. No, it's not chamomile. It looks like it, and it could probably be used for the same thing, but it's a little bit different, but it's kind of similar. I forgot what it's called, but it's something else. So, and this is from a descendant of other plants that I had. Oh, I put 1 or 2 plants here back in 2019, and these are the descendants of it. It's one group. I like fresh vinegar, steamed spinach with vinegar on it. All right, that's cool. This comes from a group that was here back in 2017. So all these plants, all these you see right here, all came from two plants from 2017. So I was going to be graduating high school, and my grandma, she threw some elephant ear plants that were annoying her on the side. Oh, hello, Delight. It's a delight to see you, Delight. And these are some of the plants on the side, and they were kind of sickly, and I said, these two plants are going to grow and have descendants. So I put them here, and these are the offspring of two plants I put here back. It was like the day of graduation, pretty much, or like, we were practicing for it. Yeah, so, that here. It looks like a green monster right there. Yes. Yes, Delight, I'm very glad you're here. So yeah, so all this came from that, and it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating how all this, and it usually, they grow through the vines. Oh, look at this thing. Crikey. Scared. Oh, look at that. It looks like it went to the bathroom right there in front of us. Scared. We're watching nature unfold. Right here. That's its face. I think it's a grasshopper, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. I've been chased by these things before. One time, happy Mother's Day to all and your mom, Alien. Thank you, Joyce. Hope y'all have a good night. Y'all, I'm going to get some rest. Yeah, thank you, Joyce. And happy Mother's Day to you, Joyce. And all the mothers out there. I think I forgot to tell Moki that, but I'll tell her. Let's see her again. All right. All right, so you have that cricket there. He's just chilling. Whatever it is, if it's a cricket, a grasshopper, praying mantis, or something, it's something from Temu. That's something we can confirm. All right, it's just moving along. Probably thinks I'm some extraterrestrial. You're famous on YouTube, buddy. Oh, he's camera shy. He's camera shy. Scared. All right, and this is the elephant ear plant, as I said. All right, we're going to go back into the back part. As I said, this is so the light is here, so I'll show it again. Now, this is similar to a dandelion, but it's a hybrid spiky plant at the same time. And right now, you have these are the seeds of the daikon plant, showing delight. And I've already eaten many months ago the daikon plants that I harvested. These are just used for seeding, and I've collected many already. And this is like kind of when it's older. That's the root of it, but usually it's white or green, but it's just kind of older. All right. And then going right here. That's the turnip that's sprouting. And then here we have some broccoli that will come up. That's another turnip. Well, here's where the peppers are going to be. The peppers are growing right there. And also going to show this for a second. There's the pirate Sleepy Hollow type moon. Scared. Katydid's bug. Okay. Thank you, Shelly. Scared. Can that star be captured? Yeah, you see that right there? That's a twinkling star. Yeah, these are all the different vines, tons of them, just covering everything. Very fascinating. And the little cats and stuff like to go in here and chill. And there's some other type of plants, some flower plants that'll grow in a couple of months from now. Towards the fall, they'll start sprouting. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Stranded. Also, this is Mexican flowers that blossom here, that they blew over here from Mexico. All right. Yes, Stranded, they jumped the border. Scared. All right, so yeah, they just grow here wildly. So a lot of these plants I'm showing you were just here naturally. All right. And I'm going to do another one of these because I was hoping Moki would have been able to have hung out with us with this garden. But I'll have to show her another time. So y'all are going to see a couple of repeats of this probably. All right. Dreamer flower. All right. All right, so as I said, this is the tree that originated from China. But the colonies, they brought these here during the colonial era to so Virginia, the East Coast, and they spread all over the country. So I remember I saw this plant growing up. You were in China for a month. Oh, that is very fascinating, Delight. I'm sure you had an interesting time there. I wonder what it was like. That's true, Stranded. I'm going to have ice at my door for harboring, yes. Oh, that's awesome, Delight. That's awesome. Yeah, so they were originating from China, and this is the plant that it really came from. It came from this plant right here. And it's so big. So big. That's the pirate of Sleepy Hollow Moon right there. Yeah, and I remember when I was a little kid, it was just starting to come up, and I told Walter that was cutting the grass. I'm like, no, let's. I want to leave this tree, and it got bigger and bigger, and it had a couple of tree offspring over there. And this is the giant ragweed that was from pre-Columbian, the tropical islands, and they used it for wheat and stuff. And it's good for steaks, and they grow really big. Or stewing stuff with tomatoes and things like that. All right, this is more of the spooky walkthrough. Crikey. 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 It's a moth. You're chilling on a leaf, and some alien with some earthlings come middle of the night. These are the seeds from the tree. Kind of like berries. Yeah. Yeah, very big seeds, yeah. And this is the elderberry tree. Nice wind. I always love the peaceful winds that come through these trees. But anyway, this is the elderberry tree, and it produces nice elderberries right there. So they're not there yet, but they produce them. Yeah. And all these just kind of come together like this. Right, so you have... I remember I was doing another stream about this, and I don't know, some sort of fungus right there. Not quite sure what it is exactly, but it's there. Yeah, stranded. It's and here's the rest of the tree. It'll bring you some memories. There you go. That is true. My buddy Douglas, I talk about aliens with, him and I were talking about he told me elderberry is a great source for immune system. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great supplement. This looks like a good camouflage. All right, so you have this. There's another one. All right. This is a tree branch I had to move out the way. I was watching Smoke and Skin, and it was like in the way, and because they cut it because it was touching this thing right there. It was touching that, and we had it cut, and then it is right there, and I had to move it out the way, and that's what I was telling Miranda and them, that I was going to be a little way for a little while, and then I would come back. But yeah, so that is the story of this branch. The pathways for the cats and stuff, people to move around. All right. All right, this is, as I said, the giant ragweed is so beautiful, the way it just blends in with everything. It's a good, walk. So this is like a walk through this. Scared. This is a nice thing to come across when you're walking around, in the forest. It's a nice spiky plant to scratch you right there. It looks like the other kind of vine, but it's not. It has spikes in it. It's like a hybrid. Scared. Oh, this is a beautiful view of all the tree. Yeah, it's a beautiful view of the tree and all this. I've recently gone back here when I was watching some streams, the Smoke and Skin stream, and I really liked it. Yeah, it's very beautiful back here. Very, very nice view. I don't know if y'all can't even really see it because the light doesn't go that far, but yeah, there's a whole tree right there you could see, and there's the Milky Way right there. Can't really see that either, but you have that. Yeah, so you have this. Very nice. Yes, it's a full moon. Eugene, yes, I've seen Venus before. When I would sleep over at my friend's house, I would see Venus in the morning. It's very beautiful. Like you'll see the twilight, and you'll see that bright star in the sky, and also it appears in the evening skies too. I'm up until the morning anyway, so I don't always go look at it, but yeah, I'm up until the morning pretty much. All right. So look, this kind of looks like wheat. Scared. Scared. There's a palm tree right there y'all can't see. Nope. Okay. It's kind of more of that other type of plant that we are talking about before. All right. I should go out and film yard before everything turns brown because of the heat. Oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea. I'll go check it out. All right. This is where my original garden was when I first started YouTube. Y'all get those types of y'all get those too, stranded? Oh, okay. All right, so you got those right here. You know, this is where the original garden was done. This is the flowers of the vines. All right. Okay. All right. All right, and then it says, Eugene says, yes, we got some pretty pink roses and purple spiderwort and snow-capped spiderwort and yellow flowers right now. That is very, very nice. It's very nice. I certainly would like to see that. And yeah, you know, because I know people have those types of plants lurking around. stranded. And also, it'd be nice, although I have a cool yard of things that I'm growing, it'd be also be nice to have those type of plants too that you speak of. It'd be nice to see. Yeah, it's very fascinating to see the different types of plants that grow in different areas and regions. Also, so as I was saying before, I think, as I said, I was looking at something. So at Spoken Scan, we're talking to this user. He was saying about I just said earlier in the other stream, where they had this quartz, and the quartz is the engine, and it's the thing that fuels the UFO, the orb, and that's what a lot of people have been seeing. And the quartz can be used as certain energy and stuff like that. Oh, Bina is here, so that means we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do another one. We're gonna have to. So everybody, we're gonna do a complete repeat of what we just did, because I show Bina everything. So those that have seen enough, that's fine. But we're gonna go back to the garden to show her some more. All right. So Venus is the brightest light in our sky in the morning and night. That is true. Delight, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna go back to the garden. We'll do it again. So Bina, it's great to see you, Bina. I'm very glad that you're here. And shout out to you, and we'll show you my yard. All right, here we go. All right, so this is an elephant ear plant that I put here back in 2019 or so, or 2020, something like that. So this is not the original plant. This is the offspring of that plant. And over the years, it's been it had descendants, and it kept coming back. And those are the vines, and they grow through the vines, and they do very well. All right, for instance, here you have some more right here. And I forgot to mention, here is the pumpkins for Starbucks coffee and stuff like that. There you go. That's the pumpkins. Y'all didn't see that yet. This is the spiked dandelion type looking flower. Scared. Yeah, shout out to the pumpkins. And these are from that other plant that I just showed you, and they expanded over here. And these are just some wild vines that grow naturally here. I like to put pineapples in there to grow. Pineapples will be better in a pot because of the weather here. It gets too cold sometimes. You get right here, and then over here in this middle ground is a mixture of the different groups, because I put some elephant ear plants here. It was a pathway in this area. Did I tried fried pumpkins last year? Well, the oven, the stove is not in service, so it was not in service, so I didn't get to try that. But I'll try it, in the future. All right. So then we have some more right here. This is from another group. This group comes from two plants that I put over there in 2017 when I was graduating. My grandma didn't want the two elephant ear plants, and they were over in the other yard, and they were dying out. And I replanted them here, and look at all their descendants they had. They had so many. It was just two of them. And they, they're lurking around all over here. Oh, Bina, that's delicious. Facts. All right, so then you have the elderberry is not just yet. The elderberry is gonna come in a moment. So we have these elephant ear plants right here, more offspring of it, and this is like where the main area is. I have to run. My uncle is here now with supplies from Perth. Delight, thank you so much for being here and See you later. Take care. All right. Scared. And this is what's left of the daikon plant. So I've grown daikon. I've cultivated the daikon, some other plants that I grew that were daikon, and I've eaten them already. This I left here for seeding, which I've cultivated seeds from this plant, but I'm just watching it as it goes on its way. All right, and get that off. So you have this right here. This is the flower of the daikon. As I said, this is just an older plant that was used for seeding, and this is the root. It's usually green or white, but this is it's just an older plant. And when it gets, so basically you would pick, in theory, you would pick daikon before it bolts, before it flowers. But even if it's like about to flower or flowering and it's like young, you could just cook it or you could just eat it raw. It's fine. It's just a little bit stronger of a taste to it. But yeah, it's a really cool, very healthy plant from Japan. Shout out to Japan. Sarah and her husband, which are over in Japan, they suggested me grow daikon. It's a winter plant and it's done very well. And this is some other plant, but that's the daikon right there. A couple of them, 3 of them. All right. All right, this is the turnip. The turnip sprouted. Also one right there. There. Yeah, and also there's broccoli in this region as well. But that's a turnip that's coming up. And this is where I planted the peppers. Now let's go to the elderberry tree. All right, so this is the elderberry tree. I showed you before, Bina. All right. From a different angle. Ooh, the inside of it right here. Yes, I'll be growing sunflowers. Absolutely. I've harvested the sunflower seeds. That's very good for food. That's very good survival food, by the way. It's very good for protein and different, nutrients to it. And I save some for seeds and I save some for eating. I save all my, the stuff that I grow, I go and put it in storage. And I eat them and I put other stuff in storage. All right, so over here. Oh yeah, we have critters in the garden. I was showing them earlier. There is a cricket or a grasshopper thing. There is a June bug. There's a couple other alien looking bugs lurking around. Yeah, there's a couple of them. They're hanging out. Hopefully we can see some to show you. They know that they're not going to mess with us because you're here. So maybe they ran off, but hopefully we could go catch one. No, well, the snakes are lurking around. The snakes are very afraid of people. I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, there's these very big gray snakes that are lurking around. And anytime they see a human, they run off. All right. Some strange fungus that's growing on there. I don't know what it is. This is in the islands in the pre-Columbian times, they grew this for wheat, and it's very good for steaks. Like, so you could put a stake in the ground for some, you would call for tomatoes. It's good for reaching things. They grow very tall too. I had a raccoon sleeping right against my bedroom window a couple weeks ago. Obina, I have raccoons. Mary Toodles feeds possums, and there's cats and stuff. So there are some critters lurking around, yeah. And when I was doing this stream the other time, we had some other folks here, and there's a raccoon that was lurking right there. There was a raccoon walking around. This is the China tree from China. China. All right, so this, when I was a kid, they were telling, dude was cutting the grass, and I'm like, I didn't want to cut this tree down. It was a little tiny sprout, and it grew into a very big tree. And the colonists grew this in the East Coast, and it spread all over the country. And it changes colors. You would think where I am, the leaves don't change colors, but they do change colors. So they change colors when it becomes fall. They say but it's like the reason why the other trees don't change colors is because it's a different type of breed that doesn't change color. This one does. So it depends on what type of tree it is. And this is the beautiful moon. Oh, Lord, Eugene. Scared. This is the Sleepy Hollow moon. It's like the moon from my pirate game. Like a horror movie. These are some more Temu vines. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bina. Thank you. I would check it out. All right, this is huge. This is a big plant. Yeah, so these would look like trees. Bina, these plants right here would be like trees to you if you were here. These are very big. Oh, they grow up to the sky. They grow like taller than the house. They're like bamboo. But yeah, this is like, they're very big right now. All right, going through here. Oh, a little spider right there has the balls to be here while have Bina on board. Look at the spider. It has the balls to be here. Wow. It's not even coming into view because it's scared. Oh yeah, definitely. This is something nice to walk through the woods and scratch you right there. Look at that. Scared. Another Timu vine. This is metal from a building that my grandpa's friend tore down with his hands because it needed to be demolished, and he just took it down with his hands. It's kind of like sheet metal. It was an old, like a little tiny office building. It was little. It's like a little like mobile home looking thing, and that's in 2015. This is like this wheat. Looks like wheat. That's what it looks like. It looks like some wheat plants. Scared. Yeah, look at this. There's all kinds of, stuff in it. That looks like a cool wallpaper right there. Definitely. This is another great view right here of the moon and everything else. Alright. Remember when it was all snowy here? And now it is back to what it usually would look like. And so it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, thanks, Bina. We didn't know what it was called. Thank you. And Bina, you remember when you first came to the channel? This is the area where I did that garden that you saw in the beginning. And that's the blue thing. This is where I did my first garden that you saw when you first came here to the channel. That is the pot. This is the thing that we water plants with. In my area, we call them weeds and mow over them. All right. And this flower, oh look, it's a little critter that has the nuts to be here when Bina's here. It's a fly from Timu. This is a this is a Mexican. Oh, really, Bina? Thank you. I'm glad that it's edible. Thank you. All right, and this is the Mexican flower that hopped the border and came over here, that just blew through here. And they're gonna, as Stranded said, they're gonna get me for harboring some flowers because they're from Mexico. Yeah, very nice. They annually they in the same spot they come up. Evening Primrose. Okay. Thank you. I did an image search on it, and that's what it gave me, but as I said, I'll go like look up what it's called exactly again, but thank you, Bina, for the name of it. All right. Then you got these right here. Oh, look at that. Scared. Hello, little one. You're famous on YouTube now. They're telling you hi. Oh, good night, Eugene. Thank you for coming. All right. This is some sort of a strange plant that grows here, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but it smells very good. I like to meditate in there, especially when the grass was not all high like that. But I would go in there and meditate, and I'd be around this thing, and I liked it. I discovered it during the Johnny Depp trial. You see, those are those big ragweed plants that I showed y'all. They make great steaks. Great steaks. All right. All right. Oh, okay, Bina. Okay. Hilarious. Yeah, so basically what happened was the people, not the people, but the plants and stuff here, there's a variety of different things. And also I see this, I see this right now. It's the, they have this other plant, and it's kind of, that's the seeds of it. All right. And something that is going on is that I'm going to be ending the stream, by the way. I'm going to be ending it. And the phone's going to be going out at some point. So I want to thank all of y'all for being here, and thanks for helping me strand it with the trolls earlier. Also, Bina, I'm glad you're able to catch this, and all the NPCs and people watching. I appreciate everybody. And also, Bina says, but it could be a sagwort, a medical plant. Okay, Bina, I'll look into it to see what it is exactly, but I'm glad your knowledge about plants. All right. Y'all have a great weekend, and also happy Mother's Day to the mothers, also to Bina and everybody else out there. So yeah, thank y'all for being here so much, and also I'm glad I stopped by. Thanks for having me. All right, and peace.